Hey, welcome in guys, Snared here with a little flame fire bombardment of loadouts here. let me update the fire loadouts for you guys. Alright. It'll be a pleasure to do so, and I'm going to do it. So, we're gonna start with the DPS. I do have two different type of tanks for you guys as well. And we're gonna jump into it. So let's go ahead and jump into it, shall we? My buttons work. There you go. So, with the DPS, we are running Spore Pod, Stoke Flames, Soul Signature, Volcanic Calamity. This is a flex spot. You can put Neo Venom Boost in here if you choose to do so. You know, I run Volcanic Calamity just because I know it does a shitload of fucking damage, and you know I don't mind not having Supercharge for double the time period. So like it doesn't make no odds to me because I know that I save this normally for boss fights and then I do a stupid amount of damage on a boss fight because of it, right? So yeah, it just is what it is. Obviously we got Flame Cascade. This is our bread and butter spammable. And then we have a Mega Beams. So in terms of how we are spec'd everywhere else, obviously I've got one into dual wield. We've got our resistances for super speed, iconic powers. This is what we've done. And then we go straight down here, might, power, and then the rest into health. So, in terms of loadout rotation, I'm gonna go ahead and hit these guys. So it's 1 and 2, 3, and then you spam number 4, 5. As much as possible. Just keep spamming, keep spamming, keep spamming. Second rotation, you then hit these two. And then you go back and you spam. Third rotation, we messed it up slightly. Okay. And that is pretty much the rotation, guys. So, go ahead and look at these numbers. So you can see we did a 9.9. I have hit a 10, look. There's a 10 mil. We actually did this. Oh, there's a 12, look. There's a 12 million right there, dude. Boom. 12 mil. So, we're hitting 12 mil. So it's very, 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 very strong. In terms of my allies with this build, we are just running Superman, Luck of the Draw, General Zod. You can do Starfire's extra buff weapon. You're going to have to change certain things around. That's up to you. This is just what I'm running. It's quick and easy. And it does good damage. Okay? Like I say, it polled 12 million. Which I will bring back up. There you go. 12 million. 12,950. Which adds up to 12 million. So if we look at it, 10, 2,904. Wait, no, that's a 1.2 million. Hold on. That's not 12 million. Okay, we did a 10 million. There's a 10 million there. I mean, it's still 10 mil. Still double digit. Okay, double digit is here. And this is how I know that it's 10 million. Because if you look, this is 590,054. Okay, so it's 10,590,054. We have hit harder than that. I know that I can hit harder than that. Let's do another little quick rotation just to see if we can hit harder than that without supercharge. So if we scroll back up, there's a 10.7, which is actually higher than what we did. I know I can hit like 11. I can hit a 12. I just gotta time it right and do what I gotta do right. But yeah, as you can see, it does pretty good damage. So that is pretty much how we spec the DPS. I'm gonna run through it again. As you can see, that's where my stat points are. Obviously, weapon, I do just one dual wield. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and jump into the main tank. So, main tank. Oh, before I do switch, let me switch back real quick. So, with the artifacts, what we run here. You guys wondering what arts we're doing? We're doing Omega Totality, Ebon, Candle, Transformation, Quizlet. Okay, that's what we're running. Alright, tank side. This where it gets a little bit interesting. So, I hop over here and we look at our loadout. We got Engulf, which just magically wanted to delete itself. We got Engulf, Backdraft, Stoke Flames, Burn Determination, Burnout, Hard Light Shield. Okay? That's what we run. In terms of my allies, I take Johnny. The reason why I take Johnny is the 7th defense. Plus, I'm gonna buff the rest of the group, which I think's not a bad thing. It's always nice to buff the group and help the group out. Okay, so we're taking Johnny. I then have Calculator Bot for the 10% of incoming damage. Just heals me. Cooldowns every 20 seconds. This is pretty big. You know, it's very handy as a tank. And then I have Superman for the breakout. This is just nice too. Just to have the shield damage reduction. Go around everyone. Just super nice to have. When I use that ability, we gain this shield. It's just super handy. And it's just nice to have. In terms of how I'm spec'd, obviously right now we're just using the one in the dual wield. This skill point will go. I've not had luck in a weapon box yet, so I'm just using my DPS weapon just for the time being. But you know, obviously when that is gone, I probably will go down into the one-handed tree again. I've actually been speculating though, I might actually go a staff this round. The reason why is staff's always nice. It's not a bad weapon to use as a tank. It's not the worst weapon to use as a tank. And I just fancy being a little bit different this time around. So I'm probably gonna go with a staff, in all honesty. So I'm probably gonna end up having a respec. But whatever you do, when you do go into your weapon, I mean, it's like one-handed, right? I normally do the hold, the tap hold, the tap hold, the 3-tap hold, and then a 4-tap hold, right? I normally do them. They're like the main ones what I would use. So like if I look at staff, obviously I would do this. I would do this one, tap, hold, tap. Nah, I probably wouldn't do that one actually. I would do the 5 taps. And I'll do this one. Tap, hold. No, it's not that one. This one. Tap, hold, tap. Tap, tap. Wait. I would do the ones where it does like the backflip thing. I wouldn't know what they are unless I'm fucking specking into them. I'm one of these guys where like I know what they do, but I can't remember what is what here. But like, yeah, I would take the ones what I would use, pretty much, right? Super speed. Obviously, we take the resistance. Obviously, I do take dash attack. Iconic powers we have. Obviously, our needs and necessaries. What we need, which is obviously deflection. This. I do not take lasso. The reason why I don't take lasso is because fire has a perfect taunt on its own, which is fireball. Okay, so I don't typically need lasso to single target taunt when I can just rock this and do the same thing. Okay, saves a skill point. No point wasting a skill point. So that's just the way I look at it. In terms of my stats, we are super powered, like I said before. Unless you're a fucking precision user, it's the only time when it changes. Okay, I don't state that enough. Too many people go hybrid, and to be honest, the 5 dominance pointless, 5 restoration pointless, 5 vitalization pointless, 10% might. Okay, cool, 10% might. Oh look, we get 10% might here, and then I gain all that sustain from power and power regeneration. It's just better. You know, the 5% dom restaurant fight is kind of irrelevant in the face of reality. Like, you don't typically need it. So yeah. Obviously, we take critical healing chance. This is a must. And then we got critical healing magnitude, which is nice. And then we go health into restoration. I don't do dominance, I do restoration afterwards. Reason why is because I'm fire, right? And obviously, restoration is going to help with our heals. So that is what it is. I think we got a fanboy here, and he needs to jog along. But yeah, that's pretty much the tank loadout. Obviously, I don't think I need to show you guys how this works, but you know, obviously that is the abilities. We are very, very, very tanky, you know, with that being said. Third tank, well, second tank loadout. This is a battle tank. This is just kind of what I came up with. I do actually need to respec this guy, as it's still got dominance here. I need to take this dominance and put it into the restaurant. Other than that, nothing really needs to change. But I just wanted to emphasize, don't put it into the restaurant. Dominance, sorry. Put it into the restaurant after the health. That's just pretty much it. In terms of loadout, backdraft, obviously, we need a pole. So I'm going to take this one. Obviously, I got Spore Pod. Nice little bit of damage. You know, we got Burn Determination. This is just going to help with the backdraft for the healing. Obviously, we got Burnout just to give the group all the shields. And it's a breakout for us as well. And then I got Flame Cascade. And then I take a Mega Beams. So in terms of our damage currently, as it expects with the dominance, if we're just doing our rotation here, tanking, keeping all lands together, whatnot, big bang. As you can see, we pulled a 5 million. 5,246,000. Okay, that's as a battle tank, which isn't bad. It's not the worst, but it's not bad. Obviously, we take Johnny, and we take Calculator and Superman. So nothing really changes. Like I say, the only thing what I would change, preferably, would be dropping the dominance for the Restra in the stat points here. That's the only thing I would change for this loadout. But yeah, enjoy. I hope you all enjoy this one. Go and try it out for yourself. Let me know down in the comments below. I appreciate you as always. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.